What's the first thought that comes to your mind when someone tells you to describe a fine girl? Of course you'd go for, small waist, thick thighs, big ass, But y'all are all forgetting how these assets really don't matter, What really matters is how big someone's heart is. At least that's what I'd be going for if I was a guy, So today I'm going to be talking about dealing with your insecurities, gaining body confidence in your body images from my point of view, and I thought of doing this video after I was done reading some book called As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. And my favorite quote in that book was that we are makers of ourselves, and that's so true. No one can make you gain confidence in who you really are, but you can be inspired to gain confidence, yeah? And that's why I'm here. And the thing is, we need to deal with the societal image of what is meant to be fitting in, because society cannot make you have a perception of what you're supposed to be, yeah? Just because there's so many thick girls, just because there's so many, slim girls, just because there's so many of a certain kind of body, it doesn't mean you're supposed to be like that. I mean, you remember the controversy when Kim's photo was posted by some paparazzi and it was unedited, and that brought so much controversy from Kanye West because, she's perfect. She's supposed to be a perfect girl, There is no time you would see her with a shady picture. Like, every time you see Kim, she's always on point, and there's no way you can be that perfect. I mean, come on, there's no way. You want to tell me every time Kim is walking, like, she's always like, nah man. It can't work. Of course they'll see a bad side and they will edit it, or they will not post that because of, they'll be paid off to do something. But yeah, they're not going to be posting all raw images because that's not what they're paid to do. You need to be real and accept your flaws, because you are beautiful the way you were made, yeah? Personally, I do have my own flaws, and when I was growing up, of course, like, I used to have thick lips, man. Like, yeah, so for a while I was like, I was always insecure about how my lips were. Like, I never used to just sit, like, I was always like, because I didn't want, like, people to see my lips, because there was one time someone told me, hey, can you have thick lips? I'm like, that got to me. It affected me so badly because I was just young, you're growing up, everyone is just there with a nice small lips, they're just that thick as hell. And then I also was so tall. I was literally almost the tallest person in my primary school. Okay, not the tallest, but I was among the tall girls in my school, and I was so skinny. Like, I was so skinny, and I was also very hairy. So those things used to affect me because, you guys are sitting there in your dresses, playing or whatever, and then girls are there with their short dresses, you're sitting down, and then someone looks at you like, geez, Akichiza, you're so hairy. And then I'm like, yeah, my mom is hairy, that's why, like, there's nothing else you can say to it. So what you need to do is accept that, you're all different, you all have flaws. Accept your flaws. They make you who you are, and trust me, you are beautiful the way you are. Right now, bruh, I love my lips. Like, they are so thick, they are so full. I love them. I love my height. Like, these days everyone is like, hey, your height is good. I'm like, yes, bitch, like, finally some recognition. Those are just a couple of my flaws, but one thing that, of course, not so many people know about me is that when I laugh, my nose shakes so much, like I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, when I laugh, my nose shakes a lot. And I also have lisp. I don't know, you can't really tell it, but sometimes, usually hate, especially when I say my name, like Triza. I don't know if you can tell, but every time I'm telling someone, what's your name? It's Chiza. They're like, Shiza, Sheila. Like, no one ever hears. That's why I just got to calling myself Didi, because that's what my family members call me, and so that's more easier other than just, Chiza. Like, it used to be so confusing for everyone, and I hated repeating myself. It was so annoying. So yeah, I've dealt with that. I'm okay with how I am. I really like how I am. I love myself. It's okay if you're different. We all have flaws. Yes, I might be tall as hell. Yes, I have thick lips. Yes, my nose shakes when I laugh. Yes, I have lisp. But honey, these flaws define who you are. One thing you need to know is that if you're not comfortable with how you look, there's no way someone is going to respect you, because respect comes from within, yeah? If you're at a place where you're not comfortable with how you look, you're not comfortable with some of your features, Of course, you'd always be insecure. You would never be confident enough to even stand in front of people, because why? You feel like you're not there yet. You feel down about yourself, and that's not supposed to be the case. You need to be proud of who you are. You need to accept that you are different. You need to accept your flaws, because that's who you are. Your flaws define you, and girl, you are beautiful the way you are. And I read somewhere that confidence will make you happier than any other diet will ever do, so you should be confident with how you look like. If you're a bit bigger than others, it's cool. We can't all be size 8 models, we can't all be size 10. Like, there has to be a variation of people. And one thing you need to do about yourself is, if you're not okay with how you look, like if you don't feel good about yourself, then do something about it. If you can go to the gym. If you can't, just start with some home cardio, do some exercises, some weight loss yoga. There's so many options that you can do. You can also eat healthy, drink loads of water. There's so many options that you can there's so many things that you can do instead of feeling bad about yourself. So once you're proud of who you are, you need to accept that we are all different. We can't all look the same. We can't all look like Victoria's Secret models. Like, everyone is different, yeah. And what society needs to do is understand that women go through and grow through life in different aspects. How I grow is not the same way that she will grow, because we all have different types of bodies. We are all different, And one thing you need to be okay with when it comes to your body and accepting who you are is labeling, yeah. Of course, there's someone who's gonna label you as skinny, someone's gonna label you as fat, someone's gonna label you as big. It's okay. I've grown up with so many of those comments, like, "Kwani, you don't eat, you're so skinny." Like, it's cool, man. I'm skinny, I've taken it, it's okay. But you shouldn't let that get to you, because once that happens, you're going to feel so bad about yourself. You're not going to have any confidence whatsoever. You're not going to have self-esteem, and that can take a toll on yourself, on your mind, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Like, it can actually take a toll on you. So what you need to do about dealing with labeling is ignore those people. Yes, someone will call you ugly, will call you, you're too fat, you can't wear that because you're fat, you can't wear this because you're too tall, you can do this because you're this. It's a free world. If you feel comfortable in how you're dressed, it's okay. I love wearing short things, and I'm sick and tired of people, like, this happens to me so many times, like, "Hey T, you don't feel like that's too short? You don't feel naked?" I'm like, "No, I don't." See, that's why I'm wearing that. I'm wearing this short dress. Why? Because I'm confident in the way I look. I'm confident in how it looks on me. I know I look good. So there's no reason why you should tell someone off because of how they look, and it doesn't affect you in any way. Yeah. So the best way to deal with labeling is ignore those people. They're not adding any value in your life. They're not paying your bills. They're not going to buy you those clothes that they think they're too short for you, or you're too fat for this or too small. They're not going to add any value in your life. Just move on with your life. Ignore the comments. Smile and wave. Bruh. You need to be aware of how your actions can make someone else feel. You might not mean it, when you just say, you're so fat, like, you don't know how that person feels, because some comments can actually make you feel so bad about yourself. So what you need to do is be mindful of others. Yes. So yeah, if someone comes and tries to put you down because of how you look, ignore them. You owe no one any explanation, because why would you try and explain yourself to someone who doesn't even see your worth? There is no point for that. Keep it moving. Ignore those people. You will actually live a better life when you do that. So with that said, I came up with 3 things that can actually help you deal with your insecurities, and how to just make you feel good about yourself. So one thing you need to do is stop trying to fit into the societal image of what a perfect girl is supposed to look like, or what a perfect woman is supposed to look like. Be okay with how you are and be happy. 2, be your own inspiration, because it will take you a long way. If you feel like you're not okay with how you look like, do something about it. Wake up in the morning, start a routine, drink loads of water. If it's the gym you'll be going to, go to the gym. If it's some yoga routine that you want to start your yoga routine. If it's some cardio you want to start on, start it. 3, Accept that strength is found in differences. Yeah, I mean, how awkward would it be if we were all the same? Imagine standing in a room full of women who all look exactly the same. There is so much strength when it comes to differences, because you learn to appreciate people for whom they are. You learn to appreciate other people for how they dress. You learn to appreciate other people by their values and how they look like. So I think I've come to the end of this video, and I'm gonna finish by saying build someone up, remind them that they're worthy, and put their insecurities to sleep. Be a light in the often so dim world. And as I said earlier, no one can make you be confident in who you are, but you can be inspired to, and that's why I made this video. I hope I actually inspired someone, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below what you think, or some couple of things that you've learned along the way. And if you don't follow me on my socials, that's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, like all those things. I'll link them down below. And don't forget to also check out my blog. It's www.sincerelydidi.com. So thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.